figure for if he's gonna make lines or anything like that. Might as well. So there's a generator.
Oh yeah, that's I was just going to leave the motor on a stand.
Yeah.
And then
it's like a hot dog on a stick, but motor on a stand.
That's a nice engine. It is really nice. I don't know if I allow that in here because I don't want my guys to be jealous. They'll be like, 2 weeks from now, they're going to be like, hey, here's
Can we get some of those?
No,
remember that nice engine stand you brought? Can we get one of those for the shop?
You think it'd go that way? I think you'd come back to pick it up and it'd be a blue one that's all rackety and.
Yeah. Norco makes some of the best engine stands. They make cherry pickers, floor jacks.
That is a very nice.
If you guys don't have one of these, I'm thinking Norco. Norco, you know who this guy is.
Holla at us!
Come on.
We can't just stand around.
All the way back.
Easy peasy. Nice.
Here's where we have touch. This is fun.
So out of the two we're doing, this should be the most similar to the Riddler car because it does have a single throttle body, just like the Riddler car. Tricked you. If you didn't already know that.
Ta-da! The 12 stack was big.
Suckers. Pay attention here.
So this should pretty much look like a walk in the park. Is there anything that you think you're going to change from the two? It's going to be
As far as the tune-up or the
as far as the
wiring?
wiring.
I don't think so. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an LS with some extra cylinders, right? So we have some added injectors and some added coils. But other than that, crank sensor, cam sensor, right? All that stuff is the same. So, and then I think you talked to homeboy at V12 LS, and I guess this one's even more similar because the last one we did had a split pin crank?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yep. So this one's even more similar to what we're used to.
Nice.
So
Nice. And then we use Haltech on these.
Yep. Yeah, so we're going to do a Nexus R5 on this. It has all the coil drivers, all the injector drivers that we need, and on top of that, it can do whatever else we need it to do.
And the coil drivers are one of the big things that you have to be concerned about when you're working on a V12 because a lot of the aftermarket ECMs don't have enough driver ports to run 12 cylinders.
Yeah. So when you and I were talking and experimenting, going back and forth, figuring out how we were going to run this, we found that a lot of the ECUs have more than enough injector drivers, right? Because there's a lot of people that run 2 sets of injectors,
16 injectors,
right? Staged, whatnot. But there's only 8 coil drivers, so
That's a lot of heat too. All those drivers on a circuit board.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well, we got to have this back with the harness and the ECUs because, newsflash, I got a new dyno, engine dyno. Newsflash.
Far out.
Nice.
Newsflash. Yeah. The Black Widow, they call it the Black Widow Super Flow. Also bought a new flow bench. They're 1050, the biggest. The guy was telling me this flow bench, he says, be careful, crack your windows because it'll suck the walls out of there.
That's awesome. Hey, so we don't have to take our cars up to Oregon anymore to get stripped. We just take them over to Dave's place, put them in that same room. We'll just suck the paint off the car. Awesome.
That's awesome news. Are we the first to know that?
I think so.
You just said newsflash. So
I think so.
Nice.
I think so.
Now that it's put together like this, is like I said, you guys have gone on it, gone over it with a fine tooth comb. I feel super confident this thing is ready to rock, especially because now your hands have been on it.
Yeah. Was it the intake seats for us?
intake seats, yeah.
Just tell me
And
about
we've
that.
had that with a certain brand of seats a lot.
we don't
And we
do
went
much.
we went away from those and we found better.
As long as they took care of the problem.
They did take care of it. But we went to another supplier, but the company, they were very good.
Yeah.
And that's, I love in this industry when we kind of say, hey, you have a problem, this is it, and somebody jumps on it. Instead of going, oh, okay, well.
Don't buy my product anymore if you don't like it. It's like, well, that didn't really fix the problem. Yeah. That is something that I think that we kind of suffer as well. In our industry, this side of the industry, rather, the same industry you're in, is that when somebody makes a product and they don't stand behind it when it fails, we're not selling anything you really need, right? And the customer, it's not fair to charge them twice for something that somebody manufacturing screws up and then the shop is left holding the bag.
Yeah.
So it's very unfair to the shop that's selling the product and then not getting any support. So that's good that they would stand behind the product.
Sometimes it's hard to get them to pay for it once, let alone twice.
Exactly.
Well, it's hard to get. They don't pay it for it. People say when something fails, I buy a part from any manufacturer, and it fails in the engine and it causes damage. They go, here's the other part. And I'm like, well, what about all the other stuff because of your part bill? You get a bunch of,
Yeah.
and I don't speak that language.
And back to your point, it's super refreshing when you do bring up a problem to a manufacturer and, like you said, they're on it. Because believe it or not, I'm not perfect. Dave's not perfect. People make mistakes. Machines make mistakes.
Wait a minute.
It's true.
I thought you were perfect.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kevin. Edit this out. These guys are perfect.
But everybody else.
We talk about it. Listen, let's throw that out there because we know that a lot of young guys and gals follow us and watch us. The truth is, I have made so many mistakes. But what a craftsman does